So it seems like we're live now. The chat is enabled, so I just want to hear if you can see me and if you can hear me. Maybe you can leave a tiny little note so that I can be sure that you can hear everything fine. There are no issues. So I hope that there are no problems with seeing me and hearing me and everything is working fine. And this way I get started with this meditation that is designed to help you manage the difficult emotions. I want for you to find a comfortable seat. So maybe sit on a pillow. Maybe find yourself a comfortable blanket so that you have something underneath you that lifts the sit bones of the mat so that you can allow for the knees to rest on the floor so that you can allow for the entire body to feel grounded. Then you can just close your eyes. I'd like for you to take a deep breath in and a deep exhale as you begin to arrive. So letting the breath be your anchor and allowing for a breath to really bring you fully into your body and into the present moment. If you find that the breath is rushed or the breath is anxious for some reason, just take a few moments to begin to observe what exactly is going on. And do so without any judgment or without expecting for the breath to be any different, without expecting for mental state to be any different. Just observe. I'd like for you to observe the space around you and the space inside you. Noticing how your body is feeling in this moment. Notice if there's any tension or tightness, any pain or any discomfort that you can detect inside your physical body. And before I invite you into the Tibetan meditation that I promised, I want to introduce you to one method of dealing with difficult emotions that is actually used by both psychologists, psychotherapists, and meditation teachers alike. And to practice this method, what I want for you to do is to simply observe what state emerges within you and what physical sensations are taking place when you are experiencing anger or when you're experiencing fear, when you're experiencing sadness, or something that is really challenging you. So for some of us, it's going to be the jaw clenching. For some of us, it's going to be the belly feeling tense or feeling really tight. For some of us, it can be the shoulders starting to tighten up. So what I want for you to do is just close your eyes once again, if you have opened them in the meanwhile, and observe what emotions are happening inside right now. It might be that because of the recent events and the state of the world at the moment, there's a lot of fear in your system. And if this is the case, I want for you to just become very aware of how fear manifests on a physical level in your body. What are the physical sensations that are accompanied by fear or triggered by fear inside your system? So be very conscious of the tiniest sensations that you might be experiencing. Observe if there is something happening in the center of your physical body. Maybe if there is a particular feeling around your belly region. Maybe there is something around the solar plexus or your chest. Maybe it's manifesting itself in the shoulders or your neck or your head. Maybe it's the facial muscles that feel tight or tense. Maybe it's something really you specific that you're experiencing when there's a strong emotion present. So you can try this right now, but you can essentially use this method at any time. Whenever you feel that a strong emotion is getting out of control and you need to find a way or a method of dealing with it. So the first step would be connecting to the breath. And your second step would be observing all the physical sensations or the physical reactions that are triggered by that particular emotion or feeling. Now, whatever it is that you might discover, I want for you to try, first of all, changing that physical pattern within your body. So maybe changing that feeling in your belly by relaxing the area of your abdominal region to begin with. Or maybe if you find that it's your shoulders that are slightly lifted up and tense when you're gripped by fear, see if you can begin by just softening the shoulders down or unclenching the jaw or undoing whatever it is that you are doing in response to a strong emotion. And if you're not sure how to do that, just try directing the breath to that tight or uncomfortable part of your body. Maybe directing the breath into the lower belly. Maybe directing the breath into the center of your chest. Maybe directing the belly to the lower part of your torso, to the pelvic floor. So depending on where in your body you're experiencing a specific sensation in response to an emotional state, see if you can send the breath exactly to that particular area. And you might notice that your relationship with an emotion, for example, your relationship with your fear or your relationship with your sadness or anger or anything else that arises, is actually changing in response to you changing your physiology. And oftentimes just allowing your face to soften and to relax in response to a strong emotion can already do the trick. So see if you can bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows, softening the frown lines. Then bringing your attention to the tiny muscles around the eyes and giving them permission to rest and relax. Eventually bring your awareness to the muscles around the mouth, as well as the back of your mouth and the root of the tongue. See if you can soften those parts of your face too. But even more importantly than that, one of the first methods, or one of the most effective methods of actually dealing with a strong emotion arising, is to acknowledge that it's there. So whatever you resist will actually persist both in your body and in your mind. So if there's something that you would like to manage or handle, have a little bit of control over, a very important step is actually to recognize that it's there. And that's exactly what the Tibetan meditation that I'm about to introduce you to is about. So you can close your eyes, you can watch me, depending on what you feel more comfortable with, as I guide you through this tale that is actually representing the essence of the meditation I learned from my teacher. So what Tibetans do when they meditate is they imagine all of the strong emotions that we are trying to not feel, that we are trying to not experience, that we are trying to somehow repress or avoid or keep at bay. We're imagining those emotions as guests, perhaps uninvited guests, who are standing just outside our door. And so normally the choice is to keep them outside the door and not invite them in. But the problem with those uninvited guests is that they will stay outside the door. They will not leave until you actually invite them in and take the time to be with them. Take the time to actually acknowledge their presence. Take the time to look them in the face. And whatever it is that we are afraid of, or whatever we see as an element of unknown, is triggering more fear, more insecurity. And by inviting those guests in, what we are doing is essentially giving ourselves permission to look our fear, our sadness, anger, frustration in the eye, and therefore acknowledge its presence, see every detail of what they are about, and allowing them to leave, allowing them to go their way. So keeping the eyes closed, or you can just defocus your gaze if you prefer to do that. I'd like for you to invite that group of people, those guests, who are standing outside the door in. So it might feel really difficult to invite sadness or anger or things that we are not necessarily rejoicing about into your system or into your home. But I want for you to see if you can find that courage to be okay with them for a little while. Perhaps even to sit down with them for a little bit and either be quiet or have a dialogue about why they're here, what they're trying to tell you, what they're trying to communicate to you. So notice how it feels to have those unwanted guests present around you, as opposed to pushing them away or pretending they're not there. How does it feel to be one-on-one with fear? How does it feel in your body? How does it affect your breath? How does it change your heartbeat? Notice how it makes you feel inside. Can you find a way to be comfortable with this typically uncomfortable emotion? What would it feel like to be one-on-one with your anger? What are the sensations that it triggers in your body? Can you find the courage inside to be with it for some time? To recognize its presence. How about sadness? How would being one-on-one with sadness make you feel? Can you face it? Can you stay with it for a bit? You don't have to make friends with it. But maybe, just maybe, it's okay to be with it for a bit. Look it in the eye. Notice what it does to you without looking away. Maybe there's another guest, an emotion that you're currently experiencing that I didn't name or I didn't mention. Or maybe it's a memory. Maybe it's anxiety about the future. Maybe it's you being unsure about your situation or about what the future might bring. That is the biggest monster behind the door. Maybe it's not even an emotion, but just that uncertainty, that unknown thing. Can you gather the courage to invite it in as well? And to sit with your uncertainty or with your frustration. Notice exactly what's going on a physical level. Scan your physical body from the crown of your head to the toes. Checking in with yourself. And with all of those uninvited guests that you have finally invited inside. They might not be your most desired company right now. But whenever you are experiencing something that's difficult, something that's really challenging for you, there's no other way of being able to digest those emotions, those experiences, unless for some time you actually invite them in. And remember that they don't have to stay inside. Once you have recognized them, might be time to let them go. Let them go their own way. In just the same way as you invited them in, open the door for them to come inside and to sit with you. Remember to open the door and send them away when you're done, or when they're done. And we'll complete this session with just a very short version of loving kindness meditation. That is something that both you and probably all of us really need these days. So you can stay here with me for a few more minutes. You can close your eyes and just mentally repeat to yourself these few phrases from the Pali tradition. This is a meditation that originates from there. There are a few versions. In this particular practice, we'll stick with the classic. So starting with yourself, you can either repeat this to yourself, or you can just think about this phrase or repeat it to yourself mentally. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live a life of ease. May I be free from inner and outer harm. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live a life of ease. May I be free from inner and outer harm. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now directing the same blessings towards a person in your life that you hold dear, that you really love. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live a life of ease. May you be free from inner and outer harm. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live a life of ease. May you be free from inner and outer harm. Now think of someone who you have a bit of a rocky relationship with. So it might even be someone quite close to you, or someone that you used to be close with. See if you can direct the same blessings towards that challenging person as well. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live a life of ease. May you be free from inner and outer harm. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live a life of ease. May you be free from inner and outer harm. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Now, I'd like for you to extend these blessings to all sentient beings. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all live a life of ease. May all be free from inner and outer harm. May all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you all live a life of ease. May you all be free from inner and outer harm. Allowing these words to resonate inside. This is a beautiful practice to complete any meditation, and a beautiful way to both start and end your day. So you can try using this meditation as a way to recalibrate your mind when you wake up in the morning, and also to really calm your mind down when you are ready to drift off to sleep. And we're going to complete with just a few minutes of sitting quietly together. So notice what this meditation did to you. Observe any changes in your physiology. Observe the changes in the way that you're breathing. Notice in the heartbeat. Notice in every single part of your physical body. Check it in with yourself once again. Good. So just to recap what we've done today, and these are the tricks and the meditation practices that you can use at any time whenever you are dealing with a difficult or challenging emotion. So the first method that we have been working with today is the physical body and its response to a strong emotion. So this can be, for example, a feeling in your belly, or this can be clenching of your jaw, or this can be the tightness in your chest. So really observing the way that your physical body responds to strong emotion, and see if you can, first of all, just do something about your physiology. Maybe relax your belly. Maybe let go of the tightness in your jaw. Maybe let go of the frown line between your eyebrows. And then notice the effect of doing this with your physical body on your emotion. It might really help. The second meditation that we've done with you today was the Tibetan meditation, where you visualize your strong emotions as the guests that are standing outside your door, and instead of trying to pretend they're not there, you're actually giving yourself permission, gathering the courage to invite them in and sit together. You don't have to talk, you don't have to invite them into your life forever, but just giving them an opportunity to be there, to express what they're about before you send them off and you let them go. At one point they will leave. And the last meditation that we have practiced with you today is one of my personal favorites. That's the metta, or the loving kindness meditation. These are the 4 phrases that we have been focusing on to complete the session. So I look forward to hearing if you have any questions. Please feel free to send me an email or leave a comment. I hope that you have enjoyed the session with me. It has been a great pleasure to have this opportunity to reconnect with you. And if you loved it, let me know. Maybe we'll do another one. Thank you so much.